What do you think about dating in the workplace? Is it too risky in the post-Me Too era?
We've spoken about this. No, it's not too risky, man. It's not risky. I don't know. Like, I haven't had this problem. I've been single for a year and a half, and you know, yeah, no.
I think this person is asking for a friend, because I think they want to see.
Okay, let me tell you about my friend's experiences. So a friend of mine has been dating a lot, and as dates go, sometimes they go wrong, sometimes they go right. But as long as you know what you're doing and there's no coercion, I think you know when you're coercing someone into something or you're not. There is no fear of being accused of anything that you haven't done. You know why that is, and I'll tell you give a simple analogy. You're not going to be accused of rape or sexual assault if you are innocent. You know how, and you know why? Because you're going to have a whole list of messages that you would have sent them. Those messages would indicate how the other person is feeling about you. Those messages would indicate after the date as well how the other person is feeling. No one is going to go to a date and going to say, hey, you know what? Here's this man. There's a multi-million-dollar guy, and that was my whole plan to lure him to a date and then accuse him of sexual assault. No one's going to do that, okay? So things go wrong much later if things go wrong. So you're going to have a date. Let's just say you had, things got hot and heavy. And for some reason, you don't want to see her again. So that's going to lead to a conversation, and you're going to have a trail of messages like, oh, yeah, why don't you want to see me again? Oh, sorry. Yeah, look, I know, you know what, things were great, but I'm not really sure, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking from a friend's experience, okay? So don't worry that she's going to go, oh, he turned me down, he rejected me or whatever. So he's going to say, or she's going to say, okay, I'm going to accuse you of rape. Me too. Nothing. It's not going to happen. So if you're good, if you haven't coerced anyone into anything, if you haven't used, if you haven't done anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about. In some cosmological odd 1 in a million, something may go wrong, but that's going to be 1 in a million, if not 1 in a billion. So don't worry about that. Don't put these thoughts in your head that, oh, someone. Get a date first, guys. Get a date first and deal with the rest later.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Like when all the messages that you have going between each other, as long as you're not being, a creep, as long as you just keep confirming. Like but first of all, Harris is right that the odds of that happening is very low. But if you are worried about that, just confirm that you guys had a good time, and just get her, like, before you go on a date, just have a normal conversation about being excited about it and get her to say something about it. And then when you go on a date,
but that happens, Armin, doesn't it? That's what happens. Like when your hormones are flowing, so everything, love is in the air, you're excited. And
I noticed that the few men that get wrongly accused, if you go look at what happened, is that they don't talk. There was not that level of communication happening. Like, even if it's not, the man didn't do anything wrong, he didn't have much to show that he didn't do anything wrong. So if you increase the level of communication on whatever social media app that you're using, then you have a whole bunch of, like, look at our history, look at what led up to our date,
and look what happened after the date.
After the date, look at the communication that if she had a problem, look at how nice she was with me and how cordial she was with me after. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Look,
she was begging to see me again.
No, don't exaggerate. Like, I'm just saying, like, even ask her, like, oh, I had a great time. I look forward to seeing you again. Did you have a good time? Like, I get her to say, like, yeah, it was great. So when she said that, like, you're like, obviously I didn't do anything. She said she had a great time, right? But I think, like, it's not, but I don't think you need to worry about being wrongfully accused.
Yeah.
But increase your communication, not just for not being wrongfully accused, but also because it's a good idea. It actually enhances your dating experience.
Women feel more comfortable. The more you talk, women feel more comfortable. And I don't know, like any other day my friend had, he all the girls wanted to see him again, like, all ended. If it ended, obviously when one party pulls the plug, the other party is not likely to like it. That's
Hurt.
usually what happens.
They're hurt.
But they can take it and they can accept it. And this is how people should behave. Like, okay, well, that person doesn't want to see me again. That's fine. Okay, good luck. I'll have a nice life. I'll never see you again. But again, it depends how you do it, how polite you are, and you got to be, you got to be cordial as well. You sometimes not responding or stopping to respond, that also says something, about you. Like, okay, fine, the date was great, but sometimes guys don't want to do it. This is actually very common. Again, my friend told me this. This is very common. Guys don't want to confront. Guys don't want to tell a woman, sorry, honey, I met you, I had good fun, but I never want to see you fucking ever again. I never want to see you again. But we don't say that, man. My friend.
No, because it's not nice. It's not nice to say.
Yeah, it's not nice, but that's how it is. No, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
People don't.
No, but you can say the truth.
That.
No, you can say the truth in a way that it's not hurtful.
Of course. You can, but you cannot.
No, you're right. It still will be hurtful, but it would be less hurtful if you make an attempt not to hurt.
Yeah. I'm not saying just don't respond at all, but like sometimes you give messages. Like for example, it's like, yay, when am I singing? Yeah, okay, yeah, look, that's great, and that's you just start giving subliminal messages to let it go. I'm not saying this is the best approach, but I'm saying a lot of men want to go that way. Men don't want to confront that. Men don't want to say that.
That's weak. It's also you have to.
My friend is a bit weak like that. He doesn't want to break hearts.
Well, that makes it worse for the person. If you are not breaking,
I think now majority of people get it. Majority of women get it. Like, wouldn't you know? Hang on. Yeah. Would you not know that this woman is not into you?
Let me
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Would you not know? Would you not know if?
Let me finish your point. Let me finish my sentence. Okay, I understand that if you, let's say, I'm breaking up with somebody, okay, and I don't tell them that this is over, okay, and they get it. Based on my behavior, based on me not responding, based on just like going on with my life, they will get it that it's over, okay? But that is a very, very horrible experience for that person. You might think like if you just tell them that would be a worse experience, but it's a bigger pain short term. Right? Like short term, they will be hurt more. Like listening to you, telling them that this is over is going to be heartbreaking, okay? But it will be shorter. That if you just try to let them know by ignoring them, by not responding them, that might be less pain in a short amount of time, but overall, it's a longer period of pain. My
friend has got some horror stories. So the more you tell them, the more it goes into back and forth, unnecessary conversation. The more explicit you become. Look, I'm not interested in you. You end up blocking them, and it doesn't. I think you
owe them a conversation. If you're breaking up with somebody, you owe them a conversation.
Yeah, but some women are more mature, where they go, okay, like he's not into me.
You need to. I mean, I think you could only control who you are. You can't control who she is. Like if she wants to overreact based on what you're telling him, that's her problem. I know what I did was the correct way of doing this. I'm gonna have the conversation about what's happening, okay, and I'm gonna be honest about it, and I'm gonna be gentle about it. Whatever the reaction is, I think that's an easier way. I think that's a better way to do it. Like you shared some time with this person, okay? You have to. I think it's a.
What if it's only a couple of minutes? Anyway, I think we got the point. We get the point. So that's okay. I think we can move on.
Okay. Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.